It's lightweight Kei Cup time, you guys, and this is Hyperion-Blue-GT champion for another Gran Turismo League on Gran Turismo Sport. So, looks like might be the right time to go in for a new event for the Lightweight Cup. This race consists of compact cars available only in Japan, powered by 660cc engines. Wow, looks like this is going to be very interesting to get ready to go. So they will be having 3 new race rounds for it, because this one is for Kei Cars only in Japan. So those are the only permitted cars to be available as part of the July update. So there's the Daihatsu Copen, Honda Beat, and Honda S660 to be available for it. So there will be some different vehicles available which there's no livery designs for, but it does. So maybe let's see, should I probably go get started first? Well, I really think this cover should also to start out all in order. So maybe let's go with the Daihatsu Copen 2002. Well, I kind of think this segment is all yellow compact vehicles for it, but I'll make sure I'll do my best for it. So first up is the Copen, racing on the Autodrome Lago Maggiore small course, and this will also take 5 laps. That might be very good for it. Well, we also may know that the Copen is definitely a 2-seated vehicle, but it is definitely very light durable for it. Maybe much like a small 4-door compact vehicle for it. So maybe let's just go and get everything started before I'll be able to see for it. So the tire requirement is the Comfort Soft, but this will be an N100 race. Let's see how it goes to see with these Kei Cups for it. So it looks like the interior view was definitely quite slightly different for it. Well, it is also the same, but it was made in 2002. But this car also drives fast on the Kei car for it. So looks like I'm about to be racing up against the same car I used, the Honda Beat 1991 and the S660, because these small rides are also giving in for a new pack of challenges for it. So first up, driving on Autodrome Lago Maggiore, with using 5 laps on the small course. That will be very easier to give it a little bit more time to extend the daily workout. Well, maybe after the last part I just did on the Circuit de Saint-Cloix on the F-150 Raptor survival. Well, good thing this might be the good part for it, and this is gonna be quite excited as well for it, folks. So let's just give it all I got to it, so I could probably go and overtake it to receive a clean bonus. But in the meantime, well, there seems to be no different livery design from any Kei Cup car for it, but it was all good for now for it. So, looks like it's time to go for a little bit more air brake. Take on 90-degree turn to go on the left through the right. Well, I thought that it was going to be an FF car, but, well, most of the Japanese Kei lightweight cars are also driving in FF vehicles, or probably MR drivetrains. Well, maybe FF cars only works on the Kei cars, but it also giving a little bit more questioning thoughts about Japanese lightweight Kei cars for it. So, looks like there's the Honda Beat and the Honda S660. Oh man, I cannot believe it that an opponent just using the same color as I use. Well, that's definitely a look-alike for it. Very surprising. Alright. Looks like we're almost there to be making on the halfway point. Well, definitely don't have time to use the hazard lights for it. I'm just going to be focusing on the race. So definitely most of the slowest cars like the Volkswagen Samba Bus and the Fiat 500 Japanese Kei Cars are definitely drive better than the slower cars for it, but they got the small horsepower in the exact range of 80 to 100 horsepower. That could be very much better standard for you. But it is also to drive in Japan or any other places around here. So let's see if I can probably have to do a little bit more low drop to be approaching in. And okay, so the white S660 is definitely giving a little bit more time for it. Good thing a little bit struggle overtakes will give it much chance for it. Alright, let's go and overtake one S660 in. Alright, 4th lap and 1st place in the lead. Let's give it a little bit hard left to go in and take a little right. We'll give it a shot for it. Well, maybe I should probably have to go and use the Honda Beat 1991 after this when I'm using the Copen. Well, probably the 2nd generation Copen was the concept, and then later it became efficient Gran Turismo race car for a one-make race. Probably I might be able to have the Copen for this race. Well, it is definitely a 2002 model for it. So, looks like it's almost there to be reaching on to the final lap of this race. Good thing might be a little bit more standard, slow, and easy race for it. There you go. That should do it. Alright, this time it's gonna be the new fastest lap record of all. Time to beat my record, which only has to be reached in 1 minute and 10 seconds. That's my current exact goal for this segment. Come on, 3rd gear, make it 4. Okay. So it is definitely ranged up at 75 miles. This will give it a little bit more time. Alright, let's go a little bit one last turn. Stay calm and steady. And there you go. Now, just gonna have to sit back while I'm holding the R2 button to stay still until reaching onto the finish line. Okay, right now, and first for the win on the Daihatsu Copen. Race 1 complete for the lightweight cup, and that might be very good. So definitely there's some difference on each driving conditions on each 3 of the Kei Cars sports. So the Copen definitely comes in last. The Honda Beat is in 2nd, and the Honda S660 comes in 1st place. Well, it's definitely quite very ethical for showing any kinds of Japanese lightweight car sports. Oh yeah, almost forgot. I just finally got some of the 1st place earnings that I finally won. Well, that was a very first race on the Japanese Kei Cup car sport. Well, maybe the Suzuki Cappuccino was gonna be here. So, looks like this time I'll be racing on the race number 2, and probably let's use the Honda Beat 1991 for a bit. But this one might be quite very good for this one. So it is definitely a Japanese model, was also seen in other racing game appearances, just like Tokyo Extreme Racer Trip featuring this car. I hope this engine sound is going to be very different to see it. Well, it is definitely silent, so let me check for it. So, the Honda Beat is the MR drivetrain, and it has speed transmission. That might be giving a little bit more pack a punch for it. So it starts out on 63 HP, so I might be able to give it a shot with using this retro Kei Car board bit. So it is definitely a small convertible. Let's give it a try for this fully premiumized vehicle. So this interior is definitely brand new for the first time in Gran Turismo. Well, it is no longer as a standard car, it becomes a premium car because this might be quite very good for it. See these speed monitors? It also turns out to be two whites, and the one on the left also shows the fuel gauges on black. Now, let's see how am I gonna do it to beat all the Kei Cars for only 5 laps. Same thing like last time when I using the Daihatsu Copen. Let's give it all I got to use this Honda Beat. Let's go for it. So definitely Honda just produced the Honda Beat back in 1991 when it's been produced, and probably later in 2015 they just probably made as a Honda S660 in Japan. That was definitely the new version of the Honda Beat. Well, this becomes the second generation of the Honda Beat, but they also like to call it the Honda S660. That's how they call it, just like the Honda S2000. So it might be quite very the good name for it. So I might be able to make sure that this will give it much more comfort soft tires to give it a little kicking in for. Alright, a little bit much closer. Just give a little pass on the inside on the Copen. Second lap might be good. Oh, looks like this is gonna get really faster on the rough bit for it. So let's see how I can probably do well on TCS0 with using this Kei Car for it. This Honda Beat really good to be prepared for this premium vehicle for the very first time since Gran Turismo 2 through Gran Turismo 6 as a standard car. Welcome to the premium club, Honda Beat. Glad you can join us. Okay, going on over to this next turn, and this time I hope the other driver is using the same color as I use. Probably like same differences of the colors and different numbers for it. Now let's go and let's find the counterpart of the Honda Beat, which is the same color. So first things first, just tried a little pass on the Copen, and then, wow, that was a little bit smooth and easy moment. Coming in, and there's the 3 Honda S660 going in for. Let's beat these new models and give this old retro style Japanese Kei Car to give them a little new tricks. Well, probably says this old dog can probably do some new tricks. Okay, so it looks like there's a red Honda Beat trying to go and catch up to the S660. Let's give it a little bit more draft and overtake. Hello, new S660. Hope you enjoyed the race with the Honda Beat. Alright, so let's see how it goes for giving a little light durable turn. stay steady, just give it a little bit more hard turn, giving a little bit of approach. Alright, looks like almost there at the final lap. Just only got one Honda S660 to go, as I hope the yellow one is going to be a little bit really close. Well, probably it is definitely driftable on the Honda Beat, because this is definitely good for a small MR car. I'm just gonna have to really gonna try it out for a bit after this race. Alright, let's go. Just give it a little more light turn to go on ahead. So probably that might be giving a little bit more shown for it. Well, I really guess I also saw the speed monitor is increasing animationally. Alright, let's go and overtake the one lap car, and looks like the retro car is in the lead. I'm just gonna check out the number of distance as shown. I'm just gonna do something else to buy some time while I'm driving around to see that speed monitor distance to be shown for it. Well, this interior looks very cool, so maybe I'll have to look around until when I'm going into the straight. But probably this may be giving a little bit more problem whenever you're gonna keep an eye out on each specific S660 cars whenever you're gonna overtake when having a problem. Alright, going back in first place, that might be good. Taking one last turn, and let's see and look around on this seat. Okay, maybe from behind, it's definitely, this seat is definitely also has a zebra comfort seat in it. Wow, I really think this Honda Beat also included with that zebra theme seat. Definitely that was very good and much represents like any other animal type sport. Well, looks like it's first place victory for the Honda Beat, and looks like race number 2 is all done, folks. So the Kei Cup challenge is not yet over. I just finally beat the Scuba circuit by 5 laps. Well, beats me, and I always says beat on the Honda name on it. Glad to be beating these cars in first place for it. So, first place earnings has definitely giving much better receive for it, and looks like daily workout is finally all done. Man, looks like I'm beat for the second round before I'm finishing up the third round until I'll be ready to go. So, once I beat the second round of the track, well, I might be saying this, but looks like it's time for the Honda S660 on Tokyo Expressway Central Outer Loop. So maybe let's go with the new Honda Beat model, which is the Honda S660, because this will be a quite awesome looking for the new model for this Honda. Well, I really think this might be the good lightweight compact car for it for the second generation Honda Beat. Well, maybe I should probably have to stop being Beat because it is part of the car's name for it. So, let's go with race number 3, and let's do it on the perfect afternoon condition. So this time, this is definitely the brand new interior that we're about to try out for the first time. So this is definitely a modern state-of-the-art tech that is definitely perfect suited in for. But there is no number animation to be seen here, but it is modern future tech on this car. So let's give it all I got to see how it goes by the last 3 laps. So this is definitely the final stage with all the 3 cars in a different track for it. So let's see how am I going well for it. So, going on the path on the Daihatsu Copen. So, only got 13 gap distance to go. This will give it a much better time for it. So speaking of which, I kind of think that the hazard light function may be turned on the modern tech for it, but it is definitely a 2015 model because this might be quite good to driven on Japan, or maybe not in any constant places for it. Alright, watch out. Gonna have to let the 200 beats coming through and let the S660 going in for it. Okay, coming out on the dirt tunnel, and probably this interior view of the seat has quite comfort seat rather than zebra pattern on it. So I kind of think this is definitely a new style for it. I'm just gonna have to take a look on the far left whenever I have to be focusing on the track. Alright, going on in, try to stay focused to pass one Daihatsu Copen. Okay, almost there. Looks like this is going to be one Honda S660 for this race. Well, this time it's going to be a yellow this color for it. Same thing as I used. So let's give it a little bit of look-alike design differences for it. Just like having two black Supras and also has different numbers on it. Alright, so let's go dive into the second tunnel. Just give it a little bit nice and durable clean. Alright, that's very good. Let's give it more time until the final lap is about to get in. Let's slide forward and watch out for any walls and barriers as possible. Final lap, here I go. So this time this may be quite gonna be it for the final lap of this race for the Honda S660. Well, definitely the S660 is the sister version of the Honda S2000. Well, it is definitely a Japanese Kei car, and the Honda S2000 is definitely an FR sports car because this is definitely an awesome moment for this Kei car for it. Only the driven in Japan for it. So Japanese drivers who actually drove this Honda S660, I'm glad that you're lucky that you always have this car to be in Gran Turismo Sports. Glad that you always appreciated it. Alright, looks like I'm going far behind for it. Wow, looks like this car is really extremely faster. Light and speed for it. But it is a little bit more turbocharged to be going in for. So this might be giving a little bit reduction to shows on the turbo meter. So this will give it a little bit more small charge whenever it's going to be in small capacity. Okay, let's go. Almost there to reach the final stretch. And this time, safe corner comes in one simple clean race. Okay, looks like this is going to be good. And first place. And that's all the 3 different lightweight Kei Cars for all different events in 3 rounds. That was a wonderful, spectacular lightweight race. Well, it is probably better than having a little heavyweight race event sport, but lightweight always comes in easy and faster. So, looks like first place earning has been coming in for it. That's a lot of good prizes to be earning up some more mileage points. So, it looks like it's all done for the 3 new race rounds on the lightweight Kei Cup. So there will be 2 more coming in soon. So, I really think that the beginner league is all done for it. Now, moving on to the amateur league. So, what else is next? Oh yeah, the all-wheel drive challenge. That one should be added with 2 new rounds for it. But before that, I'll be able to get ready by tomorrow. So let's see which vehicle should I get for the daily workout. Ah, another Jaguar F-Type Group 4. That's very good. So I'll be able to add it into the garage. So maybe let's go for the small prizes part. So this time I'll be able to buy 1 driver pose to see which one should I choose. So, well, driver pose 19 is definitely good for this profile. So this might be very usable. And also yet, still got 5 colors left. So I might be able to buy the G3 large flex. So, okay, so that might be a little even count for this week. So 4 colors and 4 driver poses. I really think that this is a very good idea for purchasing a driver pose and a color at a given time for it. So it was a fun day for a lightweight Kei car with all 3 different cars for it. So I really guess that good thing that lightweight cars are also joins in Gran Turismo Sport. So I really think which one is the most favorite Japanese lightweight Kei car? Well, I don't know. I kind of think I choose all the yellow colors since the first start of the July update. But maybe I would like to see if I could choose for. Well, maybe the Honda Beat is definitely the most fastest lightweight car in Japan. But I'll make sure this one is gonna be a little bit dependent on each specific choice for it. Well folks, I hope you really enjoyed this light-tastic Japanese race event going on in Gran Turismo Sport. Thank you very much and I hope you enjoyed it. And please don't forget to click like, comment and subscribe on YouTube. And don't forget to click the links below on the description if you want to see more for it. So, looks like it's going back to all-wheel drive in the next part on Gran Turismo Sport. And I'll see you guys later for the light-tastic moment.